everybody, welcome back to Crafty Stitches with Juanita. I'm just doing this for a quick second because I just want you to see what the actual little outfit looks like before we start it. So it's a little summer bikini outfit for the 18-inch doll. I said the next one I was going to do, I think I might pick a doll outfit. But it's the little sun hat, the little bikini top, the little bathing suit bottom with the skirt, and it's all attached. And then the little sandals for the beach. A super cute little project. There also is a little beach ball with the two. I didn't do that yet, but we'll do that too with the pattern. And we'll start that. I'm going to try it in some different colors because I already did it in this color. So I'm going to try with different colors, but it's going to be the exact same outfit. So that's what we're going to go ahead and start with now. Okay, so for this project, the whole entire project is done with a 3mm hook. One hook for the whole thing. Some scissors. Sorry, I have a lozenge in my mouth. A needle to sew in your ends. All the yarns are worsted weight yarn. And as I said, I'm going to use different colors. You can use whatever colors you want. I'm going to use a blue, yellow, a little bit of green. White's going to be my main color. I think I'm going to use a little bit of tan for the shoes this time. Now, you can take some flowers and glue some flowers around the hat. I know when I originally had done this pattern, although I'm going to revert the pattern to the one I'm doing now. But you can add some flowers to the hat. And also for the sandals, let me just grab the doll. Ugh. What I'm going to do is, I have cork. I'm going to cut 2 little pieces of cork, and I'm going to glue cork to the bottom of the sandals just to make them more sturdier. But it's your project. I'm just giving you examples of how I did mine and how I created it. You can go forth and do whichever you would like. So, without further ado, what we're going to move on to first is we're going to do the bikini bottom. So we're going to make this bottom part first. We're going to put it aside, and then we're going to do the skirt, and then we're going to do them together. So I think for the bottom of the skirt, I am going to make it, I think I'm going to do it green. I don't know how these colors are going to look together, but it's for a doll. They'll look bright, they'll look playful, and that's about all I need to know about it. It's crochet. It's supposed to be fun, and I mean, half the time I make things, I don't know what the color is going to look like when I start it, so. But hence. So, as I say in a lot of my projects and a lot of my videos that whenever you're doing anything waist-wise, you should always do a foundation chain, which I normally do, but this is going to be attached to the other one. So, this is the under part. I am not going to do a foundation chain. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to chain 50. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I see that. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And I normally would go back and fix that, but this is going to be the right side, and we're going to be joining that to the other one, so you're not going to see that. So I'm not exactly too worried about it. So we're going to join up to that first stitch. We are going to chain 1, and we were going to half double crochet around in those 50 stitches. And what we're actually going to do is we are going to do rows 1, And this right here is considered row 1. The chain we're not going to consider as a row. So this is row 1, and it's half double crochet in each stitch. We're going to do this for 6 more rows, which is going to give us a count of 7 rows of half double crochet on 50 stitches. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to the beginning or at the end of each row. The beginning of each row, you're going to do a chain 1. So whatever color you chose to use, once you have your 50 stitches around for 7 rows of half double crochets, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so now after you've done your 7 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 50 stitches around in half double crochet, what we're going to do is we are going to half double crochet in 8 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to chain 1 and we are going to turn. This is row 9. We're going to half double crochet those 8 stitches again. Oops. Chain 1 and turn. So that was 8 and 9. This is row 10. Oops. Row 10. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 4 more rows of this, which is going to give you, in total from here to the end of that, 14 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're only doing the 8 stitches, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to do 4 more rows. Once you have those 4 more rows, I will meet you back here. Okay, so we've reached row 14. What we're going to do is leave a little bit of a tail. Cut that off. I'm going to sew this end in. Whoop. Let's just sew that in. Whoops. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that's even. Make sure it looks pretty even on both sides. You don't have to count the stitches in that. Just make it go like that so you can tell it looks pretty even from both sides. That looks pretty good. So we're going to thread our needle. And I'm doing it on the wrong side because it's supposed to be on the inside. There we go. Wouldn't have mattered much the other way either. So we're basically just going to join along there. We're going to go in those 2 stitches of that one and the 2 stitches here. And you're just basically going to do that across those 8 stitches. I'm going to go in one more time on that last one. And then we are just going to, and then we'll turn that inside out. And there's the bottom part of our bikini. Now, we're going to go on to the skirt. I'm just trying to decide what color I want to make it. And I think I'm going to do I think I'm going to do it yellow. I was going to do white, but I'm not. I'm going to go yellow. And let the chips fall where they may. If I ever get this yarn to agree with me. It's got to be in here somewhere where it's at. Again, I'm trying really hard not to say anything bad about loops and threads, but Michaels, do better. Do better for the price of yarn. $6.99, $7 for that ball of yarn plus GST and income tax, or tax and GST. It's ridiculous. It's like over $8 for this one ball of yarn, and the yarn's not even of the same value any longer. But anyway, I'm done. Not going to be about it anymore. So this is the outer part of the skirt. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to do the foundation chain. We're going to do a half double crochet foundation chain. So 1, 2, we're going to do 50 just like we did the same amount as for that. So when you're doing a half foundation chain, I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go into the 2 top stitches. That's all. Just like I'm doing a half double crochet, except for I'm going into the 2 top stitches that I just did. So again, you're just going into those 2 top stitches. And basically what it is it gives you your chain and a first row, but also it makes it so much more stretchier and just, it's far easier to use. So you're going to do 50 of those, and once you have those 50 done, I will meet you back here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to, sorry about that, we are going to slip stitch with a join, or join with a slip stitch to the very first stitch. We are going to do a chain 1, and now we are going to do 1 half double crochet in this stitch. Oops. And we are going to do 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. So 1 half double crochet and 2 half double crochets. 1 and 2. Again, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And you're going to continue with that all the way around up to the last stitch, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so that was row 1, because the 50 we're not going to count as the row, so that was row 1. It is a row, but I'm just going to say this is row 1 because the original pattern, or it is a row, the original pattern though just says to join or to chain 50, but we're not. So for the next row, we are going to do the exact same thing what we just did. We're going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch. And if you want to know the stitch count, that row there would have been 75. This row here would be 112. It doesn't, you don't need to worry about a stitch count though. There's no reason for a stitch count at all. So you're just going to continue doing 1 half double crochet in 1 stitch, and in the next stitch, oops, 2 half double crochets. And you're just going to continue that again all the way around to the end, and once you reach to the end, I will meet you there. Okay, so I finished that row. So that's our 3rd row, and what we're going to do for the next 2 rows is we are basically just going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. Sorry, there's my phone. Okay, so we finished row 3 and 4. Now I know beforehand I said that first row, generally in the pattern it would say chain 50, but we did the foundation chain. I don't want you to count that as a row because it'll take away from how many rows you have for the length of the skirt. So don't count that first one. That one be one. Those 2 rows there, we did the excuse me, we did the increase in them of half double crochet in 1, 2 half double crochet, and then those last 2 rows, 3 and 4. So we'll either say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or don't count that one and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Anyway, you should have 5 rows in total. Why am I making this more difficult than it needs to be? So for row 5, we are going to chain 2. Actually, No, we are not, because we're going to switch up. I'm going to make it a different color for the last row. So the color I am going to choose is, I'm going to do white. I was going to do the blue, but you know what? I think I might do the hat in the blue. So I'm going to do white. And I'm going to join that on. My other phone is beeping. And what we're going to do is we are going to do a chain 2, and we're going to single crochet in that stitch. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2, single crochet in the next stitch, chain, whoops. Just gives it a pretty little edging on it, I guess you could say. Oh, I keep messing that up. My goodness, Juanita. There we go. Chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. It's just the position that I'm sitting in to do this. I keep coming back further. So you're going to chain 2, my single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And you're going to do this all the way around. You're just going to single crochet into your last one. And once you get to the end of yours, I will see you right back to the last stitch. Okay, so now we have our little skirt together and our bottom. Now I know you're thinking, we did all those extra whatevers, that's not going to fit on there, but don't forget your first, we're only putting it into your very, very, very first row, which was only 50 stitches. So that's why it fits on here. So make sure you take the back side, that's where we had done it on there, and the back side there, and you have both of the back sides matched up. So the front will be the good side. Now I'm going to do mine in white. So I'm going to make a slip stitch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my first stitches there. I'm going to make a slip stitch. And now we're just going to single crochet into each stitch around. See, if you go into that stitch there where we did our foundation chain, the next one, go into the next one, stitch on your green. Your next one there, the next stitch on the green. You see? Whoops. It's all working on that side too. So you're just going to go into the next one of each one. You don't have to go down through the whole entire thing, just the top ones. And go all the way around. There we are. And you're just going to do this all the way around. There will be 50 in yellow and 50 in green. Okay, continue doing that all the way around. And I will meet you back here at the end of this row. And once you've gotten all the way around, it should look like that. Almost looks like a flower. Now, this is normally where it ends, and it's just like this. But you know what? I find that very short, wasted for that single crochet row there. So what I'm going to do is, you don't have to. It's up to you. And I'm going to keep it still in the white. Is I'm going to do one final row of half double, just to give it a little more height on the waistband, I think. So you can go ahead yourself if you'd like to. If not, you don't have to. Completely up to you. I think I want a higher waistband. I've never done it with a higher one, but it's all about fun, being creative, trying new things. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I will see you at the end of this row. Okay, so here's our little bathing suit bottom. And I took off the other one of her, and we're going to just see how this looks on her. I gotta hold her because I can't do it like this. Unfortunately, I'll show it to you once I have it on. But it's very hard to maneuver her that way. I love the green and the yellow. So super cute. And there she is in her little fashionista. Can you see it all? Let me put that up a bit. Look how cute that is. So that's it in that color. And I like the extra little thing of half double crochet around there for her waistline. It's much cuter than the little one. So that is that part. Next we are going to go on to the bathing suit top. So I'm just going to pause for a quick second, take this off her, and I'll be back at rickety split, and we will start the bathing suit top. Okay, so for the bathing suit top, I think I'm going to do it the green. I'm going to stick with the hat, doing it blue. So we are going to do a chain of 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So we are going to do a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I'm just going to bring that down a bit closer while I do this. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then we are going to do a half double crochet. We are going to do a double crochet. Whoops. Double crochet. And we are going to do a triple crochet. Whoops. Another triple crochet. You're okay, mama girl. Whoops. We're going to do a double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a slip stitch. And then we're just basically going to repeat that same thing. So we're going to do a single crochet, a half double crochet, all these motorcycles, a double crochet, a triple crochet, another triple, oops, a double, a half double, and a single. And we are going to chain one, and we are going to turn. And all we're going to do basically is we're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to do a single crochet, a half, whoops, a half, a double, triple, whoops, another triple, double, half, single, slip stitch. We're going to do the process again. Single, half, double, triple, whoops, triple, whoops, triple, a double, a half, and a single crochet. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take that, fasten off. As you can see, it's like a little bathing suit top already. We are going to weave in these two ends. Make sure you weave them on the wrong side. Do this side here. We're gonna cut those. I need some new scissors. My little pink ones, I should be using them. Little blunt ones. There we go. So now I think for the outer part, I am going to use, I'm going to use yellow. So what I am going to do is almost the basic same thing as we did for the skirt. I'm going to join on a side here. Whoops. Join on the side with a slip stitch. And I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 2. Single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2. Single crochet. Chain 2. Single crochet. Chain 2. Oops. Chain 2. It's kind of hard seeing it this way, but 2. 2. And chain 2. I need to get a decent computer chair so I can put it up high and sit up high enough so I can see properly. So basically you're just going to do that all the way around. And once you get to the end of this row, I'll meet you right back here. Also, before I finish, I just wanted to say, so you know which side is the right side, or the side that's going to be the top part of the bikini. This side, this right here, as you can tell, that's the side that I initially did my chain of 18, is right here. That is going to be the top part of the bikini. Now, if you're not sure how to tell which side it is, when you first do your chain, add a little stitch marker, take a little piece of yarn and tie it on that side so you know which side is your chain 18 side. For those that you can tell, then you can just tell by looking which one is your chain 18 side. I might as well just finish this up here. I just wanted to, because I didn't mention that, and I want to make sure people knew so you weren't doing the wrong side. Oops. And I think for my straps, I'm going to do them white. It's just going to be all different colors and pretty. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you like. And we're just going to slip stitch down into that same one where we started. And so when you do it, you can tell almost which is the top part anyway. I mean, I don't think it would much matter, but I do it that side because it just seems more, that's the shape of a bikini top. Like I said, if you're not sure, if you messed up or you don't get stressed out over it, I don't think it's that huge of a difference. I'm just always used to knowing to use that one side as the main side. And we're going to sew this in. There. Snip. Snip. So that is my bikini top. And as I said, I think I'm going to use white as the straps. So we're going to come in and we are going to do a slip stitch. We're going to do the top ones first. Just try to find the center of each one. I'm going to guess right around there. So we're going to slip stitch on. And I'm going to do a chain of 45. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let me bring that back up again. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And for this one here, you're just going to, so it looks like a little strap end. We'll sew that in a minute. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to do the exact same for the other side. Man, my nails are horrible from gardening. Whoop. Did I do that on the wrong side? Nope, I didn't. Oof. So we're going to go into the center over here. I'm going to say it's right around there. And we are just going to do the same thing. And we're going to do 45 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Continue on for 45 stitches and I'll meet you right back when you have that done. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my top strap and I also did my side one. So it's just on the side of your bikini top that you're going to join with a slip stitch. And you're going to do it the exact same way you did your top strap, but the only difference is instead of chaining 45, you're going to chain 50. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. I'm going to go like that. Trim that end. I'm going to sew that end in. Oof, it's warm in here. I'm going to sew up into there, and I'm going to go back down in there. And there we are. Now we're going to tie this onto our girl. So I would suggest tying the bottom first. Stick her arms up for a minute. Susie Q. Let's tie it in the back. We'll put this up some. We'll get her positioned. I gotta hold her up because I can't do it this way. She's got a lot of hair. And there she is. So there's her bikini bra top, her little bikini bottoms. I mean, it is cute. It is definitely, I'm going to have to make one of these for myself, just in a bigger version, much bigger version. But, I mean, it is super, super cute. I love those colors. Yay. So next we are going to do the hat. So I'm going to move her out of the way. I'm going to put this back down. And for the hat, as I said, I think I'm going to do it the bright blue. I think that's what I'm going to do. I just got to get my yarn going here because it's all caught up. Just give me a second here. There we go. We're all good. Change the page on here. There we go. So we are going to do a magic circle. And in that magic circle, we are going to half double crochet 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to pull that snug in, and we are going to join with a slip stitch up into the first stitch. Whoops. Slip stitch, and we're going to chain 1. Just have to bring my chair in more. There we go. Next we are going to do 2 half double crochets in each stitch. Where am I even going in at? So we're going to run right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And again, we're going to slip stitch up into the top of our chain 1. That was row 2, and for row 2 you should have 18 stitches. For row 3, we are going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, and we are going to do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. So 2, oops, and 1. So one more time, we're going to do 2 and 1. So continue that all the way around, doing 2 stitches in your next stitch and 1 in the next. Okay, so we finished row 3. Row 3 was 2 half double crochet in the first and then 1 all the way around, and that's going to give you a count of 26 stitches. Now for row 4, we are going to do 1, and we're going to do 2 in the first stitch. Oops. And we're going to put 1 in the next 2 stitches. So again, we're going to do 2 and 1 in each of the next 2 stitches. One more time. We're going to do 2 whoops, drop my yarn. And we're going to do 1 in each of the next 2 stitches. And continue that all the way around, and this is row 4. So that was row 4, and row 4 is going to give you a count of 37 stitches. So it was 2 in the first one, and then 1 in each of the next 2. This one is basically going to be 2 in the first one, 1 in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. So again, it's going to be 2 in the first one, and 1 in the next 3. One last time. 2 in that one, and 1 in the next 3. And continue that all the way around, and that's row 5. Again, that was row 5. It was 2 double crochet and then 1 in each of the next 3. And that row is going to give you a count of 43 stitches. So row 6 is 2 in the first one, and then this is the last one for increasing. And we're going to go 1, no, it's not the last row, I'm sorry. 1 in the next 4. 2, 3, 4. Again, we're going to do 2, and we're going to put 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. 4, one more time, 2, and then 1 in the next 4. 3 and 4. And that is row 6, and I'll meet you here when you finish that row. So again, that was row 6, and for row 6 you should have a count of 54 stitches, and that was doing 2 in the first one and 1 in each of the next 4. And this one is the final row for increasing. So we're going to do 2 in the first stitch, and we're going to do 1 in the next 5. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 2, and then 1 in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 2, and 1 in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And continue that until you come all the way around. Okay, so that was row 7. And with row 7, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. With row 7, it was 2 half double crochets and then 1 in each of the next 5. That's going to give you a count of 63. Now, for this row, all we're going to do is we're going to do a half double crochet in each stitch, but we're only going to use the back loops. So you're going to half double crochet all the way around, but you're only going to go in back loops. Again, just in the back loops all the way around. And I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so that was row 8. Again, we would have 54 stitches, so that's what we're working on now. So for rows 9 to 12, we're just going to put a half double crochet in each stitch around. So again, for rows 9 to 12, which is 4 rows, you're just going to do a half double crochet in each stitch around. So when you get to that point and you have those 4 rows done, I will meet you back here. Okay, so now you have those 4 rows done. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do, 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. 2 double crochets. And don't worry about the stitch count because there's no reason to have to worry about that at all. So just continue doing that, and I will meet you when you get back to the end of this row. Okay, so we finished that row of 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Now all we're going to do is we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. Hope it's still bright enough. So just keep going all the way around with 1 half double crochet in each stitch around, and I will meet you back here when you have this row complete. Okay, so you did that half double crochet row. Now what we're going to do for the next 3 rows, chain 2, we're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So this time it's a double crochet, and you're going to do 3 rows of this. Just a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. You're going to join with a slip stitch, chain 2, and do the same thing. This row and another 2 rows. 3 rows of this in total. And I will see you when you have all 3 rows done. Okay, so I finished all those rows of the hat. So we're going to do the final row, which is just a little bit of trim. It's going to be basically the same kind of trim that we've used all along. I'm just going to cut that blue out of the way. So basically all we are going to do is we are going to single crochet, and we're just going to chain 1 and single crochet. And I'm doing mine in the green. So just chain 1, single crochet, chain. Now, you don't have to do this. You don't have to put a trim on yours if you don't want to. I just wanted to put a little trim on it. Super colorful, playful. But again, this is your project. So you do this up however you see fit or want to do. You make all kinds of these different colors, different, you know, add embellishments. I'm going to add flowers and stuff to them eventually. Whoops. And again, you're just going to do a single crochet and a chain 1 for every stitch. Chain 1 is in between the single crochet. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And do that all the way around until you get to the end. And I'll see you back then. Okay, so the hat is done. You're going to fasten off there. You can add flowers to it or whatever you want. I'm going to when I have everything done, I believe, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'd have to go look for some flowers, get my hot glue gun out and all that. So I'm going to wait. So I'm going to cut off those. And I'm going to show you what my little girl looks like. Whoops, I forgot an end. How dares I? I'm going to sew that in back. There we are. Yeah, I need a water pair of scissors. And there she is in her hat too. Her hat with, oops, there we go. Her hat with her whole bikini. Not the best angle here I got, but I just wanted to show you with her hat on too, her sun hat. So looking cute. So now we are going to do the sandals. Okay, so now we are going to do the sandals. One thing I want to mention, I do apologize, is if the hat seems a little bit big, I put it on and I'm like, it's usually not as snug as it generally is, but on the row where we did half double crochet in the back stitch, it was supposed to be half double crochet 5 and then half double crochet 2 together all the way around. I know you're probably already done your hat, but for those of you that want to take it out or whatever, I do sincerely apologize. I should have probably looked at the pattern a little bit closer, and I should have known because it was the second time I made this outfit today. So I should have known it because I wanted to check out the pattern, and I still made a mistake on it, but I did want to give a heads up on that. So anyway, we are going to go ahead with the sandal. I'm going to do mine in the white. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what we're going to do is half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. Whoops. We're going to make 2. And we're going to half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. Whoops. I got to get my camera right. I'm sorry. It's just... There we go. So 1 half double crochet in the next 7. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, and 7. Wait, no, is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's 6 half double crochet in the last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we are going to half double crochet 7 on the opposite side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 in the last stitch. And, whoops, we're going to join to the top with a slip stitch. So for row 2, we're going to half double crochet into the same stitch. Whoops. Sorry, it's just hard trying to see into the camera and above, and I'm very short, so I'm having to look under the camera to see what I'm doing. Gotta figure out a better setup. So then it's going to be 2 half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. There we go. And we're going to do 1 half double crochet in each of the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in each of the next 6 stitches. I can't even. 1, Wait, now, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 half double crochets in that last stitch. And you're going to join to the first one, the slip stitch, and fasten off. And we're going to sew in those ends as soon as I find my needle here. There. So that was already crocheted in, so look at there. So now we're going to do the strap across the top. And basically all you're going to do is, where's the one I already did? Oh, it's on the floor. I'll show you in a minute because I added something to it and I don't want you to see what I added to it yet. But all you're going to do is you find the top part, which is the most rounded part, and here's where you're doing your ending, so it's not there anyway. I'm going to put a slip stitch on here first. And I'm using beige. So you're just going to find the center, and it's usually generally the 2 stitches are the center, so just pick the left-hand side. It's left-hand to me, it may be right to you, but you're just going to 1, 2, wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to go 8. And we're just going to come up into the half of it. Don't go through the whole, both stitches in there. And we're going to single crochet 1, 2, only using the front loops, and 3. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. And we're going to single crochet in those 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, and 3. So that was 3 rows. We're going to do 8 more rows because we're going to have a total of 11 rows. So once you do 11 rows of single crochet on those 3 stitches back and forth, I will meet you back here. Okay, so you fasten off. Once you have your 11 rows, you're going to go ahead and fasten off. Grab your needle again. And you're going to go to the other side and try to make it so it's pretty even. And then you're going to sew in the top, the front loop only. And you're going to sew that other side of your flip-flop together. You're going to sew that end in. Whoops. Then you're going to come over here and make sure you sew this end in. Now, I already had a bunch of cork here because I use it for the backing on a bunch of my pot holders and stuff like that, placemats and that. So I get it off of Elsie. off of Amazon. It comes in sheets, or you can buy all different ones, but I bought a package of sheets. You can get it at the dollar store too, much cheaper. And I just cut it out to these. And what I wanted to show you is, where did I put the other one? I just grabbed the closest little flowers I had, just to put on them to decorate them. I'm going to glue them into place. And I also did the same for her. I found one that is the white ones and the black ones. So I'm just going to glue these in place right quick, just for an added little touch. Again, you don't have to. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to do what I'm doing. So I got those onto her. And I'm going to glue, there was sticky stuff already on some of them. So I'm just going to glue those on, just to make them more decorative. Oops. Glue that one on. And now I'm going to glue on the cork onto the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and add the glue to the cork, not to the actual sandal just yet. Get it nice, and that should be good. Make sure you get them so it's done upright with the front and the bottom. Just going to squeeze it all together. And you can trim it afterwards if you find some of it's hanging out. Not a big deal. Looks about right. I'm just going to let those sit for a second. Oops. Actually, I'm going to do my other little ones that I had on my purple set. Let's get these little white flowers on here. They're just cute little decorations. You do all this stuff. Don't you miss being a little girl again? Believing in all this stuff and just forgetting about the troubles of the world as we get older. I love being around children because I still believe in the magic and all that wonderful stuff. There, so that one's there. That one's on. And then I just had one little flower I want to put on the purple one in the center. Nothing on the skirt. There. They're all done. Whoa. Busting everything up here. And plug my glue gun. It's almost midnight, I think. I'm just becoming a little bit delirious. So, you know, just excuse the crazy. Some of this away. So I'm just going to see, does any of that need to be trimmed? I don't really think they do, to be honest. I'm going to put these on her little feet. Yeah, they're much stiffer. They're way better with the cork on them. Personally, I'm going to put her hat on. And I'm going to put it back so you can actually, yeah, I'm really mad that I forgot to do that one step of making the hat a bit more snug. But what can you do? Whoops. I'm just going to put her up there against the wall and then I'll show you her. And voila. I mean, look how cute she is. She's so cute. All ready for the summer. Cute little sandals. You don't have to add the flowers. You can add different ones. It's all completely up to you. But the hat, it is super, super loose. Because as I said, that row that is working the back loops, you were supposed to, no, I was supposed to tell you to half double crochet in 5 and then half double crochet 2 together. So I know it's a lot to take out to do it again, but you can if you like, or make another hat. They really don't take long at all. That whole outfit in itself is probably maybe an hour to an hour and a half, possibly. I mean, I stop and start a lot because I'm videotaping it, but that was the second one I made today. The other one was a little over an hour. So they really, really don't take long at all. I mean, if you don't want to do that, you can easily take some yarn and weave it through that part there and just tie it and put a ribbon through there. Weave a ribbon through and dangle, tie it in a bow and back and let it hang. It'll tighten it also. So anyway, I really hope you like that project. It's a lot of fun to make. I think the next one I'm going to do is another doll one. Because they're just fun and I love doing the doll stuff, to be honest with you. So those are for the American Girl or any 18-inch doll. If you find that your work is tighter, by all means use a little bit, or use one size up from a crochet hook. Or if your work is super loose, you can go, I wouldn't go any smaller than the 3 actually. I just wouldn't. But just keep checking the work to your doll. If you find you have to do less stitches, just do less stitches. It all works out. Anyway, this was fun. I enjoyed making this one. I hoped you enjoyed following along. I would absolutely appreciate it if you would like this for me. If you feel so obliged to leave a comment would be wonderful. And it would be totally grateful if you would subscribe to my channel. Until then, my friends, you have yourself a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.